Gotta give him credit. Gotta give him credit. We, my friends, are about to witness the heist of the century. Mark Carney, as we talked about this morning, announced his sovereign wealth fund. And as we discussed, there's really two ways you can go about establishing a sovereign wealth fund right now. One is you use your natural resources and use the surpluses from those natural resources and invest those surpluses into a sovereign wealth fund that benefits Canadians or the people of your country in later days. Or you borrow a bunch of money, invest it in projects, invest it in businesses, and hope you get a higher rate of return from those investments than what you just borrowed the money for. And it looks like Mark Carney is going to do the latter, but on steroids. Oh, babe, we're going to be discussing more of how he went to a press conference today to explain what the Sovereign Wealth Fund is going to be all about, what the goal is. And to their credit, the press actually asked some tough questions. And, well, Mark Carney did what Mark Carney does. Walk around the bush, look at the bush, maybe a little poke the bush, and continues to beat around that bush. Doesn't give straight answers, but only gets mad at the media for asking straight questions. And, well, this is exactly all we want. This is all we've been asking, and we are starting to see more and more of what Mark Carney is trying to do. Welcome to the Elliott Report. I'm your host, Josh. Now let's get into our first story, shall we? So as I said, the story of the day is Sovereign Wealth Fund. What's it going to be made of? How is it going to work? How are we going to benefit Canadians using this fund, using $25 billion, a $25 billion endowment to get this party going? And as reporters asked more questions, it started becoming more clear of what the plan actually is. This isn't going to be a sovereign wealth fund. This is just going to be a fund to ensure projects for multi-billion-dollar companies that if those projects go south, then Canadian taxpayers will fund the loss and cover it and be the insurance for it. That is what has become abundantly clear through this press conference today. They asked some good questions, though. I'll run through some of the questions and we'll actually play a couple of them. But one question was, how can you assure Canadians that this isn't a resource grab? That was a good question. And, well, he answers it by not actually answering it. Second question was, is this a signal that Canada's economy isn't very good? He says, well, no, just the opposite, he says. He says just the opposite. And the only reason I'm not playing his answers is because he does what he always does. It's constant wordplay, word